Hi. So I saw a lot of requests recently. I guess Sabrina Carpenter is coming out with a new album. I haven't actually heard her before, I don't believe. And a lot of people are asking me to do an album reaction to Singular Act 1 in preparation for Singular Act 2. So we're going to get into that today. I'm pretty excited because I don't know what to expect. The first song is called Almost Love. Let's check it out. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. This reminds me of Lady Gaga right here. Okay, so right away, first track, I would say that it's hard for me to determine really what her sound is. I think in that song alone, there was like 4 or 5 different vocal styles she sang in, that's a lot of complexity to put into one song. The only drawback to the song is that the beat isn't very good. It's a little bit annoying at times, which is unfortunate because her vocals are really beautiful, and I wish that she would have had a different beat. There's like these whistles that are happening in the back, and it's all taking away from an otherwise really great vocal performance. So I'm excited to hear the next track because her vocals are really great. There's actually a moment in there, she does this sort of talking thing, and it really reminds me of like Gaga Bad Romance pre-chorus type stuff, and it sounds pretty cool. So I didn't like the beat on that one, but that's okay because I did get a little bit of a taste of what she sounds like, and I like it. So the next song is called Paris.
If I asked that boy to jump, I know he would.
Here's like another style.
Don't even have to say it's understood.
It's almost got like a rock sound to it.
Won't even try to compare it. It's a romantic comparison.
I love a catchy hook like that. I'm picking up those Gaga vibes again. Such a different sound from what we got in the first track. And I will say that on this song, I really enjoyed the fact that the beat was much better. It's crazy how a beat is make or break on a song, but it is so true. I mean, it's what stands out first, before any singing or anything happens, it's that beat. And in Almost Love, she gave us a lot of vocal styles. It really showed off like what you could expect out of the album and what she's capable of doing, but the beat was just hard to enjoy. So we get to the song Paris, beat's much better. She sings in an even like different style. Like at first it had like a very rock vibe to it, especially with the guitar playing in the back. And then she sings in a more breathy tone on this song for almost the majority of it until the end we got a couple ad-libs of a much higher pitch. But it's crazy because now I feel like I've heard 5 different vocal styles from her already. And out of only 8 songs, it makes you wonder how many of these we're gonna hear. Now I really did in Almost Love, whatever she was singing in the chorus of that, I think those vocals sounded really great. I'm excited to hear those again. But I enjoyed this song overall. It was kind of chill, but again, it just shows that diversity in her voice. Okay, the next song is called Hold Tight. That's a good way to start for me. Oh shit. Damn, those vocal runs are so good from her. Okay, that was a great delivery of her vocals there. I loved that beat. I loved that she was able to deliver those vocals like very intensely, like dun-it, 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 dun-it when the beats would drop, but then like get this very high note that she kind of just rides along the chorus. I thought that all sounded really great. And it just showcased, there's just so much diversity happening here. In 3 different songs, we have 3 different sounds, and I'm okay with that. I don't think that you have to be just one artist. It's easier sometimes to be able to describe to somebody what that sound is, like, oh, this artist sounds like this. But so far, I don't really have that from her. I don't have a style for music she likes to create. I don't really have one style of voice she likes to sing in, and I enjoy that about her. The Amir feature on this was pretty good. I think it added value to the song because the song did have some hip-hop element to it, and I think that hearing somebody rap while hearing Sabrina do all these runs and stuff really adds just a new dynamic to the track. And overall, I thought this was really fun. The next song is going to be called Sue Me. Okay, now I don't know what the singles were for this album, but I could definitely see that song as being one of the singles. I think it showcased a lot about Sabrina Carpenter that is important for people who have never heard her to hear. For one, again, it matters. I know people are going to be like, all you ever talk about is the beat, but it matters. This has a really catchy tune in the back. With the delivery, I think in both verses, she delivered them just a little bit different. She didn't change things up too much, but there was just a little bit of a different sound to them. But where she really shined was this chorus and the pre-chorus build-up, where it's like, feeling myself is illegal, and then so sue me, and it drops to this extremely catchy chorus. And she, towards the last choruses, she does a bunch of these extremely high runs, high notes in the back, and it just adds so much to that chorus. I think everything about this is a play it on the radio over and over again type of song. It's always hard going through the first listen and really picking up everything because I'm trying to pay attention to so much. But one thing I can see above all else is that she has like a lot of complexity in her vocals because she does not have just one style. I thought that I was gonna get, sometimes you get an artist who just has one sound, and there's nothing wrong with that, they master that sound. But when you get somebody like this who is sort of diversifying their sound on every track, it's gonna have something that keeps you going back and back to that album. Okay, the next track is called Perfect. I mean, there's no vowels, but it's called Perfect. Oh. Oh my god, this is the best one so far. Damn. Okay, so that's definitely my favorite song on this album so far, and I feel like she just went through that song with so many great sounds. If it wasn't that extremely catchy pre-chorus, that A, B, C, D, perfect for me, whatever, it sounded so good. But if it wasn't that, there was an entire verse there, probably like 45 seconds of her singing in this falsetto that was absolutely beautiful. So if you have not given this song a real couple of chances, I highly suggest you go back and listen to it again with an open mind, because I feel like when this album is over, that's going to be the song that I'm going to go back to and listen to a few times, just because there were a lot of different elements of it that I truly enjoyed. I also sort of felt that this had a very modern sort of like pop / R&B vibe to it. Like, this is one of those songs that I could hear getting big. It feels like the type of instrumental that we would have heard on Ariana Grande's Thank You Next album. And that is a very big sound right now. So for Sabrina to be on that same, I mean, this came out before that album, but this seems like the type of beat I would have found on there, which that album in itself was, all the instrumentals were pretty much created by hip hop producers. So when I hear this and I hear Sabrina deliver that vocal performance on that track, it just sounds so good. Okay, the next track that we're gonna listen to is called Bad Time. It's a very short album. Okay, so what I'm learning about this album very quickly is it's got so much replay value, because there is not one generalized sound to this. I've heard a little bit of a rock sound / EDM. We've heard a hip hop track. We've heard like a standard pop track. We've had Perfect, which was like modern day music right there, and Bad Time, which I feel like has so much replay value, even if it's not just for the chorus alone. She goes through these beautiful runs of doing these like la-las, and everything that's happening with that when it happens sounds so good. I don't know where I would place her, and I love that. I love that I don't have to put an artist in a box. Even if I could, I don't know that it's even possible. She's got so many different sounds on this album. It almost feels like her way of expressing, hey, these are all the things I'm capable of. I'm not a one sound kind of girl. And that's what it feels like here, because no two songs really sound the same. And other than Almost Love just having a bad beat, I don't think any of these other songs were bad in the least bit. I feel like I could go back and listen to these very easily. But because her sound is so all over the place vocally, I don't even know if I would be able to pick up on her sound on the radio. Like, if I heard a song come on the radio that I hadn't heard before, I don't know that I would immediately know if it's her, because I've heard her sing in so many different formats so far. So the next track we're gonna listen to is Mona Lisa, and this is like the shortest. Okay, this is like the shortest song on the album.
Playing mind games, we don't do that here. So put your bid in before I disappear. Both of my eyes, they've been fixing on you, wasting your time. Should be making that move, fixing on you, wasting your time. Should be making that.
So what I'm learning through this album as well is that where the verses sometimes maybe aren't as powerful, she really shines in the choruses, and so she's able to bring everything back. Oftentimes I feel like the verses are just one big hype up moment for a chorus that's about to drop, which the chorus is always memorable. And this one, I don't know if the verses were as memorable, and I don't know if this one has a lot of replay value. There were moments of it I didn't like. For example, in the first verse leading up into the chorus, they started this like clap in the back for the instruments to get ready to drop a beat. and it was like extremely premature, like probably 20 seconds premature, and it was really quiet in the back, so it really wasn't even necessary there. Again, I feel like the vocal deliveries on the verses really weren't my favorite thing. However, this chorus has a lot of replay value. I feel like if the verses were a little better and the song was about a minute longer, this would be a lot better of a song. It's not bad by any means, but it's just not my favorite. But again, she has this ability of, even in a song that's not that like appealing to me, make the chorus so good. And I don't know, maybe it's got to be the tone that she sings in, because she has that tone that I want to hear on the radio, like in a chorus. Okay, the last song is going to be called Diamonds Are Forever. I'm excited to check this one out. I'm sad it's the last one because I feel like Sabrina has more styles to show us, and we're already on number 8, but that's okay. Let's check it out. 25 minutes for an album though. I don't know if this was a full release or something, but it seems kind of short. Let's check this out.
Think you got your break? I'm the sugar mama, I'm the piggy bank. Tell me what you think, nah, nah, nah.
We got another style here.
1% I'm at the top of this earth, money. That's what I'm worth, honey. That's diamonds are forever.
Yes, that sounds so good.
This timeless.
Okay, so I know that originally I had said that a different song was my favorite track on the album, but I actually believe that she saved the best for last on this one. Everything about the delivery, everything about the overall sound of this, the sound of her voice in this, the amazing chorus. Again, that's one thing I can feel with Sabrina Carpenter's music, is that she knows how to write a damn good chorus, and that's exactly what just happened here. Diamonds Are Forever was the best song on this album in my personal opinion. I feel like there were just so many elements to it that are easy to go back and listen to the song over and over again. Now, it's always hard to get into an artist, you know, singular act one. I never really heard this person before, and you have to listen to everything first shot and me try to give you my opinion on it. But I do enjoy the fact that track by track everything was different. It's almost sounded more of a sampler. No, more of a, hi, I'm Sabrina Carpenter. Here's my sample CD. This is everything I'm capable of doing. What do you think I should do? And that's kind of how this one felt. She has so many different styles here. And I like the fact that she can pick up a lot of different audiences because of that. And I like the fact that she's not stuck into a one box, one genre type of thing. But the hard thing there is picking up like what your favorite sound is, because I do believe that in tracks like Almost Love, she showcased 4 or 5 different styles, and while they were all beautiful, over that beat, it was really hard to just enjoy them. But then for the remainder of the album, every song sounded just a little bit different. In Paris, we had a little bit of that rock sound. I thought she nailed it with that. In Hold Tight, this really awesome sort of like hip hop crossover song, which sounded great with her in it. Like, I think other rappers would love to have her in their songs. I thought Mona Lisa was okay. I wasn't really a fan of it being so short. Even though the chorus was wonderful, I come to expect that now with her albums. I thought the verse was just okay. And honestly, Diamonds Are Forever really was the shining moment. That is a diamond that I will play forever, because there was just some attitude with her delivery there. So overall, I thought this album was cool, but I do feel it existing as more of a sampler. I heard that Act 2 is coming out. I'm interested to see what she does in that one. That will have been about a year later of release. And I wonder, what's kind of gone on. Like, again, she has other albums that she has Eyes Wide Open and Evolution I've never heard. I don't really know what her sound is, but I can tell based on this that she's got the talent to do any of these sounds that she wants to do. If she wanted to start putting out albums based solely on themes, she could do it. If she wanted a rock pop, she could. If she wanted a hip hop one, she could. Whatever Diamonds Are Forever, whatever genre you would classify then, if she wants to do that forever, by all means, praise it. Go ahead and do it all day. For my first time listening to Sabrina Carpenter, I will say that I am very impressed with her vocal abilities. I am very excited to see more and more of what's to come. So let me know what your thoughts were on this album in the comment section below. Also, let me know if there's other things I should check out from her to let me really understand who she is as an artist, what makes her so unique. I would love to see that because I'm extremely open-minded and I do like her music first go around. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, social media, all that cool stuff. I will see you in the next one. Peace.